Aria, I need to talk to you for a minute. What is it, Ellie? Is something bothering you again? You've been getting a little messy with the housework lately, haven't you? I don't think so. The other day, the way you folded the laundry was all wrong. And Daniel's shirt had wrinkles on it. Sorry about that. I'll be careful the next time. And you haven't been doing a very good job at cleaning. I saw the dust in the corner of the room. I'm trying my best, but I guess I'm still lacking in some areas. Sorry. No need for excuses. Can't you even do your job as a wife? Well, and what's with the food you make? What? Are you making Daniel's favorite food? That boy doesn't seem to be satisfied at all, you know? I try to make something he likes. Just trying isn't good enough. You're not fulfilling your duty as a wife if you don't make what he likes to eat. I'm sorry, I'll try harder. And by the way, I don't like the way you've been dressing lately. You mean my clothes? You have no sense of fashion. The neighbors are laughing at you. I'll try to dress better. I don't think you're the right wife for Daniel after all. If you don't pull yourself together, he wouldn't even want to be with you. Daniel and I love each other. Don't make me laugh. That's something I have to see to believe it. What do you mean? If you don't do a good job of housework, he will have a hard time. Well, I can't even dream of having a grandchild under these circumstances. Words are not enough. You have to show me that you can do it. Otherwise, Daniel will be fed up with you. Yes, I understand. Aria, I don't think you're a good wife. Ellie, what are you talking about all of a sudden? Daniel called me and he sounded pretty depressed. Why? He said you couldn't get pregnant again. What does he mean by again? He told me. He said you guys have been trying really hard to get you pregnant, but it just doesn't seem to happen. Is he telling you that much? Of course. He knows exactly how much I want a grandchild. He really is a very devoted son. But that doesn't mean he should tell you that much. You know what? Isn't it because you're so stingy with details that you can't get pregnant? I don't know what to say. Well, now we're clear. What? That you're not serious about getting pregnant. Oh, I don't think so. I do want to get pregnant. I'm not going to let you talk me out of it. I told him that if it doesn't work this time, then you two should get a divorce. What? Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. I don't want a wife who can't get pregnant after 3 years of marriage. Besides, he already has his next bride ready. What do you mean? I already checked her out. She's very different from a failure wife like you. Oh no. Oh, and just so there's no misunderstanding, he hasn't even met this girl, so it's not cheating. Well then, so you're saying that Daniel is remarrying a woman he's never met? I'm the one giving him the permission to marry her. I'm sure he won't have a problem with that. I'm going to talk to him right now. Daniel, I just got a text from your mother. Oh, I was standing next to her, so I know all about it. So you're serious about the divorce? Absolutely. I want my mom to see her grandkids as soon as possible. But you won't get pregnant, so we're getting a divorce. And I'll marry a woman Mom found for me. That's what makes my mom happy, don't you think? I see. So you're marrying this woman just because your mother told you to? Mom mailed the divorce papers to your parents' house. What? If you can, file them at the city hall this week, will you? You even had your mother prepare the divorce papers? She did it for me, and she did it for the best. You can't blame her for that. I agree that divorce is the right thing to do. Oddly enough, that's the only thing we seem to agree on. Huh? I thought you cared for your mother because you lost your father. I hate myself for not noticing that you were a mama's boy. Hey, watch your mouth. Goodbye, mama's boy. Ellie, can I have a quick word with you? What now? I have nothing more to say to you. I talked to Daniel and confirmed the divorce. So you finally understand. It took longer than we thought. Isn't it one-sided to end it this way? It's because of your inability to conceive a child, isn't it? There's nothing you can do about it. If you're going to hate me, hate yourself. Our relationship shouldn't be that simple. I think we need to talk more. Talk about what? We've talked enough. I want grandchildren, and Daniel agrees with me on that. But Ellie, I've tried so hard to be a part of your family. And this is the result. I don't want a wife who can't have grandchildren and can't do her chores. I've worked so hard all this time, and that's a harsh thing to say. I know you didn't want this, but what about me? How can I dream of seeing my grandchildren's faces every day and accept the reality that it won't come true? I am suffering the same way, but I don't think it's a good idea to end it this way. It's already decided. You need to get out of her life. Arya, it's been a while. Huh? I guess I forgot to block you. Bye. Wait a minute. I have something very important to tell you. It has to do with your future, so please listen to me. What are you talking about? It's very important. I know we're divorced, but I texted you because I have to tell you something. I hope you can understand my feelings. Please be brief. Did you have a baby? What? You scared the shit out of me. Well, how did you know I had a baby? Mom said she saw you walking around with a kid when she was on vacation. She says she will be nice to you this time, so come back. I see. So, will you come back? I don't think so. So your mother said she saw me, so what? You're awful, aren't you? Awful? Mom said you looked really uncomfortable when she talked to you. When she tried to hold your baby, saying, "I'm your grandma," you looked at her with the most horrified look in your eyes. And you just ran off, right? So? After all the trouble she went through to talk to you, you ruined her joy at seeing her grandchild. You should think about it a little. You know what? I'm pretty sure you got the wrong guy. Huh? I have a child now, but I haven't seen your mother since the divorce. And my child has nothing to do with you. You can't lie to me like that. Whatever you say, but it's true. But my mother says she met you. There's no way she could be wrong. You know, you're still the same old mama's boy, aren't you? Huh? If you're going to go that far, can you show me the proof that your mother spoke to me and not the wrong person? Proof? Mom said she saw you. Isn't that proof enough? I told you. I don't remember anything, and I'm sure she's mistaken me for someone else. I don't know what you think you're doing. We've been divorced for years. We're strangers. Don't drag me into your ridiculous delusions. Hey, I know you're there. I know you've been trying to stay away, but you're wasting your time. Because I saw you walk into the house just now. Now open the door. What? Is it you again? What are you talking about? I'm at your house. Huh? Actually, it seems my mother followed you after you ran away and made sure she knew where the house was. Oh, really? Now that's the kind of proof you wanted. Come on, open the door. And let your mother hold her grandson. What are you really talking about? Did I not explain myself well enough? No, you didn't. I'm just saying, I was really surprised when my mother told me. I have never even dreamed about it. You had my kid after the divorce, didn't you? Be honest with me. What? Did you find out you were pregnant after we divorced? If that's the case, you should have called me. Don't leave me out of this. You know what? I told you before, my child has nothing to do with you guys. That can't be true. Mom saw the kid. He looked about 3 years old. We divorced about 4 years ago. If I do this math, that means it's definitely my kid. My child is 1 year old now. And he's not a big baby, so there's no way she can mistake him for a 3-year-old. If you have time to waste on nonsense, get your butt back here. Huh? I'm saying I'll remarry you. No, I'm already remarried to another man. Besides, my husband is a foreigner. What? My child is with my current husband. I told you not to lie. I'm not lying. Even if it's true that you remarried, I'm the real father of the child. I'm the one who's going to get him back. Divorce him right now and remarry me. Mom says she forgives you too, so you can come back. Come on, open the door. Hey, did you just say open the door? I told you I came to your house. I just peeked out from the window. There's nobody at the front door. What? What house are you at? I told you I'm at your... Where's the house? In a residential area near the train station in the downtown area. Downtown? Is it a 1-story house with cream and brown walls? Yes. I just checked again, and yes. That's my brother's family's house. Huh? I see. So that's what this is about. What do you mean? You still don't get it? It means your mother mistook my sister-in-law for me and approached her. What? She got pregnant with her first child right around the time I divorced you. That's why he's 3 years old now. Are you serious? Excuse me, I'll call my sister-in-law. I just checked with her. She said she was approached by an elderly woman she doesn't know. She had only met your mother at the wedding, so she didn't remember her face. She said she got scared and ran away when the stranger suddenly approached her and treated her child like a grandchild. I can't believe it. But she said she called her your name. My sister-in-law's name is Ella. Your mother has a very distinctive accent. I think she heard it as Ella. So, my son... I thought you married another woman. Didn't you have a child with her? Well, after 3 years, there was no sign of it, so I divorced her. Yeah, well, I guess she wasn't the one either after all. Then I found out you were having my kid. So I decided to remarry you and... Anyway, you said you had a kid, right? I'm sure it's mine. Are you still saying that? You just don't get it, do you? You can't fool around. I'll get a DNA test to prove it's mine. You're American, right? Huh? Of course I'm American. My child is half Japanese. What? And I'll say it again. My child is 1 year old now. It doesn't add up. He's half Japanese? What do you mean? My husband is Japanese. What? It means I got married to a Japanese man. Huh? By the way, I'm living in Japan right now. So you're not even in the US? I've been living in Japan since 3 years ago. Really? By the way, I think you guys have been reported to the police. What? My sister-in-law got a call from a concerned neighbor. She said the neighbor called the police. Seriously? Well, I guess that's what happens. While you were texting me, your mother was at the doorstep shouting, "Open up," and kept ringing the doorbell. No. We were just... You're gonna have to explain that to the police. Oh no. And by the way, I'll give you a word of advice so that no other women fall victim to you in the future. The reason why you can't have children is because of you. What? I recommend that you get yourself checked at the hospital. I'm the one... Well, I have nothing to do with it. Goodbye. According to my sister-in-law, as soon as I finished this text, Daniel started screaming like crazy. He blamed his mother, saying, "It's your fault I divorced Aria, and it was my fault you couldn't have grandchildren." However, the police officer who arrived at the scene said, "We can't solve the problem here. We'll have to take you to the station to talk about it," and took them away. I don't know what happened after that. After my divorce from Daniel, I remarried and am living happily in my new home. My husband is Japanese, and I'm now living in Japan and enjoying my life to the fullest. I am much happier now